As night falls, some large crocodiles move in to partake of the feast. Wary of them, the hyenas wisely back off. A pride of lions from across the river, known as the Serena Pride, detect the scent of the carcass. To get to it, they must cross the river. They are wary of crossing the river, but hunger overcomes fear. A young lioness is pulled under by a large crocodile. Only the male is...
The puku's tactic of running into the river seems to work. But one lioness calls her bluff. She's got competition. This is not worth the fight. The family decides to call it a day.
I was just moving my camera as it happened. I think I got it, but the camera was shaking.
Only the lioness is missing. She has gone to the river for a drink. But she is in for a surprise. The big crocodile has returned to the main river. It is so big that even a lion, Africa's largest carnivore, is on the menu. The croc is warm enough to hunt. But without the element of surprise, it has no chance of catching the lioness. On land, crocodiles can reach speeds of 16 kilometers per hour. The lioness, over 48. So why would it even think about attacking? Crocodiles fiercely defend their territory. It doesn't like intruders, no matter what the species. Lions, like domestic cats, twitch their tails when agitated. This croc and the sun are starting to get to her. Soaring temperatures, constant exposure to the direct sun, and the lack of water push a temperature control system into overload. Her body appears no longer able to control the temperature. It's rising higher and higher. In humans, it is called heat stroke. The symptoms include...
Every animal has its niche, an environment to which it has adapted over time. For the Nile crocodile, it's Africa's great rivers. More than twice the length of a man, the giant reptiles are perfectly adapted to life in water. With eyes and nostrils on the top of their heads, they can conceal their massive bodies in less than a meter of water. But tourist Trevor Scott learned that short legs, long bodies and log-like camouflage aren't quite as effective on dry land, especially in the face of one of terra firma's top predators.
We'd heard the night before of a lion kill, so early the next morning we jumped onto the game vehicle and drove to the site of the kill. The lion pride had eaten and they were all lazing underneath shade of trees or under logs. One of the cubs had taken a bone away from the kill site, was playing with it to one side. It lost interest and left it. That's when the croc saw it and came out the water. The young cub came back to now see what was going on. And as it approached, the croc actually roared. As soon as the cub yelped, then all hell broke loose. The male came rushing in and went straight for the tail and back legs of the crocodile and lifted it up off the ground. This croc didn't know which way to turn.
Outnumbered 11 to 1, the crocodile is fighting for its life.
The sound of the croc roaring and snapping its jaws was unbelievable. When it was actually happening, I felt like the hairs were standing up on the back of my neck.
Fortunately, the thieving croc escaped into the water before the lions could inflict a mortal wound.
Afterwards, everything went quiet and we all just sat and tried to take this all in, what had we just seen. It was fantastic.
He is reluctant to concede defeat and leave his prize to the croc. The lion retreats. Backing off was a good decision for the young lion. Even on land and out of its element, a croc is a formidable foe. It has the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom, at least 3 times that of a lion. While the crocodiles in this little river do what they can to get a meal, their brothers in the Mara River are in their element and getting ready for their annual feast.
Evitar al cocodrilo y llegar al otro lado. La leona no tuvo tanta suerte. Fuera de su medio y sin tocar fondo, el cocodrilo consiguió atraparla. Esa noche, lo último que grabamos fue como la leona desaparecía para siempre en las oscuras aguas del río Luangwa.
A big chunk of the buffalo from its torso and starts tugging. And the tug of war of all tug of wars occur between, 6 lions and a crocodile?
A lion has a bite pressure that they can get with their jaws of almost 400 pounds per square inch. But the crocodile exerts a pressure of 2,500 pounds per square.
The lions go in for the kill.
We were gasping. I mean, that was just the most incredible scene I had ever seen in my life. One's trying to keep the buffalo's mouth shut to suffocate it. Another one's biting at its neck. You can see its eyes going wild with fear. And we thought it was just never going to, come back from that.
He's still alive, you think?
The buffalo herd retreats as the baby calf hangs on for dear life. But suddenly, a new attacker emerges from the murky waters.
All the lions are on the buffalo, and out of nowhere comes the crocodile. Takes a big chunk of the buffalo from its torso and starts tugging. And the tug of war of all tug of wars occur between, 6 lions and a crocodile?
A lion has a bite pressure that they can get with their jaws of almost 400 pounds per square inch. But the crocodile exerts a pressure of 2,500 pounds per square inch.
Making one last diving attack, the croc chomps down on the back of the baby calf. The vicious tug-of-war comes to a violent crescendo when the lions, using their numbers and grasp on solid land, finally reclaim their prize.